Jimmy and Jay Uso, as well as Sami Zayn, and we'll open things up with Yeet. First question.
Come on, man.
Malo Usos, what's happening, baby?
Malo Uso.
This is Solly Taylor. I'm also with CBS Sports. So when the Ainga calls, you got to answer that thing. My bad, you're in my way, brother. There, you got my shot. So y'all handle business tonight, and you had to let the little Usos know that y'all still run things. Do y'all want to go back and like try to chase some titles, or you want to let the little Usos know you still run this thing?
I think whatever presents a way towards us, man. The Usos always gonna be the Usos, right, Us? We done did everything in tag team wrestling, I feel like. But they can get this work if they want it.
Yeah.
But I would like, well, whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? I think my twin brother Jim can hold his own on his, singles competition too. I like where we at right now. We can move and groove either way. That's what I think.
Yeet.
Right, Jim?
Yeet. Sir Wilkins here with Jobber Tears. So shout out to you guys for a great victory. Sammy, are you staying? Is this official now? Are you not gonna go on your own? Are you back with CM Punk just walked in.
Right.
But more about I'm talking to you, Sammy. Is this like a thing? Will we stay together?
Well, look, I think the Bloodline thing now over the last. What happened? I think the Bloodline thing, because of the length of time, for how long it's gone on now, and for the level of fan investment over the last few years, I feel like the closest thing I can kind of compare it to is like my story with Kevin Owens, for example, wherein it's sort of a story that I think is always going to be there. So, the previous question was asking, Jay obviously has been doing tremendous things on his own. Does he want to go back into a team? Does he want to go do this? What's the future for all the Bloodline members?
Yes.
I don't know, right? I don't know. But I think even if we all sort of drift in different directions, it's become this thing where you can always just sort of float back to the mothership, Much like me and Kevin have been telling a story for over 20 years, and somehow we always find each other in our crosshairs, and we're very diligent, just as I think with the Bloodline with regards to how we tell this story, we're very diligent about how we do it to make sure it's always piquing the fans' interest. So I don't have a definitive answer for you, I don't know. But it's definitely not the end.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is like, we're back and we're running it just like we did 2 years ago, but it's never really going to be over because it's family. You know what I'm saying?
I love the answer. Thank you.
Thanks.
In other words, he's staying.
Yeah, right, yeah. A lot to base. Shout out to Osama.
Question for Sammy, Shaquille Mahjouri, CBS Sports. A bit of a preamble, so please bear with me here. But I spoke to Paul Heyman last week, and when we were discussing your role in the Bloodline, there's two things that really stuck with me. One is that prior to linking up with these guys, you were getting beat up by Wee Man and Johnny Knoxville and Mark Henry's Hand of a Son at WrestleMania. But to see 1.5 years later,
I'm proud of that.
Hey, great match. Great match.
I'm not saying I didn't say anything. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Apology. I know. Rough start.
It's all good.
Year and a half later, we're talking about if you should be headlining WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. Second to that is Paul described you as a real catalyst for fleshing out everyone else in the group, that you helped bring out so many layers, and Jay and Jimmy and Roman. So two-part question, what has this storyline done for you, and how does it feel to be, to a lot of people, an MVP who really helped put this whole thing on the map?
Well, it's very kind of you to say, first of all. Thank you.
It took a while to
Well,
get here.
thank you. Yeah, it took a while. For starters,
We're super
a couple of things. First of all, like I know being in a match with Johnny Knoxville is considered to be lower on the totem pole, obviously, than the main event of WrestleMania. I get that. I acknowledge that. But I think part of the success with my involvement with the Bloodline story is just taking everything I do almost too seriously, maybe. If it's not even about being too serious, it's just about making it as good as is humanly possible. And I think that's what... Are those desserts or what?
Man, we asked for some desserts over here, and she gave us this. Come on, Osama. Osama, come on, man. You've been here longer than all our daddy. Man, I don't want them.
Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of lost track of your question.
Your involvement, what you've done for the.
Yeah, so I think I did provide a foil to kind of differentiate. You know, like Jay actually said this in a promo, but like, I bet you guys aren't asking which twin are you now, right? Because we were able to create such a contrast with all the characters, and I think I really just served as a foil to differentiate that. And a lot of that stuff was pre-planned, but a lot of it was just accidentally stumbling on gold. Like there really is, you know, and I'm trying not to blow too much smoke here, but there really is a magic chemistry with the four of us. Not Punk, because he's new to the equation here, no disrespect, but when you know, Roman and myself and the twins, they're really, and Heyman too, there's just something really magical about the chemistry there, and just running this story back the last couple of weeks, I mean, we nudged each other a few times, like, man, OG Bloodline, man, you feel it? You feel it, just the way the TV unfolds, and the left turns and the right turns, and the story, man, it's just, I don't know, it's addictive. All this to say, I'm very, very proud of both the Knoxville stuff, and yes, I'm extremely proud of what this, being a part of this. I think there's Hall of Famers who've won multiple championships, who've headlined WrestleMania, have had Hall of Fame careers that never got to tell a story this good, this layered. So it's a privilege beyond what I could put into words to run it with these guys. It really has. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say beyond that. I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm glad I contributed.
Your time for one final question.
All right, CM Punk. You have sweets in front of you, so I feel like I have to ask you a spicy question. So, a decade ago, you famously said that a lot of your previous clashes with management were because you were reminded that Roman Reigns is a big priority for this company, and at that time he was touted as a feature of the company. When you reflect on your time away from wrestling and then making your time back to the WWE, what do you make of the meteoric rise of Roman Reigns?
No comment.
Yeet.
On that note, that wraps up our question.
Wow, that's a, we have time for more. That's a weird way to end it, no?
I'm following orders here.
Okay, okay, they killed it.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Jimmy's hurt.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah, my brother broke his toe on this big splash tonight. I'm going with you.
Yeah, happy birthday to my wife Naomi. And we're
Jimmy and Shay, Sami Zayn, CM Punk. Thank you for spending some time with us, guys.
Come on.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Byron Saxton gets that room back under control. Good luck with that, Byron. We are back